did it again. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG World 2018. If you're watching live on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like, it really helps out the channel. And you're probably watching this from the future because this will get uploaded after Brazil. If you're watching live on Twitch with me today, this is the last stream before we leave for Brazil on Tuesday. I'm really excited to get back into competing. It has been a very slow month in terms of tournaments. I did win a League Cup this weekend, but a 5-round League Cup is nothing compared to a 9-round international tournament, right? So I'm really eager to prove myself because historically I've been doing very underwhelmingly at internationals other than Oceania. So out of 6 internationals, I've bumped 5 of them, which is not great, like not even any points. It was either second place or completely bust. So hello Joe Bro, hello Ace, thank you guys so much for being here. So I'm really looking forward to Brazil. I really want to do well, and today I've already updated pretty much every deck. My main options for Brazil are nothing surprising, Zorich decks, etc. But this deck still in the back of my mind, so I wanted to give it one last run, just to see how well it works. I might test it just a little bit more throughout my stay in Brazil. But yeah. Oh, the music is a bit too loud. Thank you for telling me. Thank you so much for telling me, Joe Bro. Okay. So yeah, this deck, it's a Tapu Koko spraying deck. The main focus is to use Tapu Kokos, Flying Flip pretty much every single turn, which deals 20 damage to each of your opponent's benched Pokemon, or to each of your opponent's Pokemon rather, not just the benched, or trying to accumulate a lot of damage that way. And is the music better now? We're trying to accumulate a lot of damage that way. We also have Mew to copy that attack, but we also can copy Necrozma's Black Ray GX with a counter energy. If we're losing, we can copy Espeon EX or can use Espeon EX itself. Miraculous Shine after we spread quite a bit. And then finally we have enough damage in play. We can actually copy Magical Swap and rearrange damage counters to clear any threats that we might consider, or that we might want to off the board. So this is a list that I'm liking right now. I have considered a second Tapu Lele over perhaps the third Field Blower. That could be an option. Perhaps over an energy, or perhaps over an energy Lodo. I do like the 3 energy Lodo though, to guarantee the right energy for the right situation. So I think I'm gonna keep the list as it is right now. I like the Pokemon lineup. We have 4 DCs, 4 counter energy, and 2 basic fairy energy, which can't be removed. And the White Snake, you can't hear me? Okay, seems like we're having more microphone, more sound issues. This just keeps happening. Can you guys hear me properly or not really? Please, please, please let me know if you can hear me properly or not. You can hear me, Ace? Can you hear me fine, or is it on the low side? Yeah, it might just be you, the White Snake. Might just be you. Oh, okay. All good. Okay, cool. Perfect. Gracias, Walker. Te escucho clarines. Okay, all good. All good then. So, moving on, we have those energy, and then supporters wise, we have 4 Cynthia, 4 N, and 3 Sycamore. So we're not playing any Guzma because we have access to Counter Catcher, and I feel like Counter Catcher plus N could potentially be devastating for opponents if timed well. We have 4 Potown to make sure that we get extra damage counters on any opponents that try to evolve. We have 4 nest balls because we're not really looking for that turn 1 Lele. We're just looking to get the bench Pokemon that we need, extra Cocos, extra Mew, and time the Necrozma or Espeon or Tapu Lele correctly. We have 3 energy load, as I mentioned, which allows us to dig a little bit deeper so that we never miss an energy drop that we might possibly need. We have 4 Fighting Fury Belt to increase the HP of our tiny basic Pokemon, especially Mew, but an 150 HP Tapu Koko is actually pretty hard to take down as well. Like, the extra HP might just give us a couple extra rounds to spread. We have Counter Catcher because we're definitely gonna be almost always losing with this deck since the very beginning, as our Pokemon are frail, and so we get to play Counter Catcher plus N to hopefully limit opponent's Pokemon. And that was the doorbell, so give me 1 second, guys. Okay guys, so I need to attend this. It'll be just 2 seconds, okay? Not even 2 minutes. 1 second, I'll be... Sorry guys, I'm back. I just had to attend that. I'm home alone right now, so it was the laundry coming back. Okay, so yeah, it was just the laundry being delivered. So hello Mugao, hola James, and yeah, so as I was saying, I don't want to restart the deck builder. I believe I was explaining Counter Catcher, really good card. We're almost always going to be losing since we're going to be focusing on spreading. We also have 2 Rescue Stretcher to make sure we have the right Pokemon for the right situation, and we can recycle those Cocos and those Mews. For Nest Ball, 2 Ultra Balls, so we can search for the right Pokemon as well, and triple Field Blower to make sure that Garbotoxin is not annoying, and also goes really well with Counter Catcher when you get to remove the Float Stones. Yeah. So let's jump into a ladder. There are unsafe changes apparently. And so let's jump into a ladder and see how we can do with this deck. James, los streams en español van a regresar cuando salga la nueva expansión, para ver si el apoyo regresa al canal. Entonces, por ahora no hay, pero ya que salga la nueva expansión volverán tanto transmisiones como videos en español. Walker, hoy no veremos Lycanroc Zorich, lo vimos apenas la semana pasada. El video está en YouTube si lo quieres checar en el canal con la lista más actualizada de Lycanroc Zorich. Okay, thank you so much Mugao for the good luck wish, I appreciate it. And the White Snake, thank you so much for subscribing again. Thank you so much for subscribing. 5 months in a row. Thank you so much for your support as always. Thank you so much. Okay, we seem to be up against Zorich Gardevoir, I would imagine, which is I assume a very good matchup for this deck. So I'm gonna set up Coco. I'm gonna set up the Mew because the Mew can actually deal more damage to this Mew EX, and then I'm gonna go ahead, attach the counter energy to Coco. We're definitely not gonna be starting off with a loss right off the bat. And now I feel like I should hold this hand, honestly. I have the energy loaded to potentially find a DC next turn, and then I can just end away. Ending away here doesn't really accomplish too much, so I'm just gonna hold the hand for now. And we'll see what happens. Like, the only purpose of end would have been to potentially thin a little bit. And yes, this is Zorich Guardy, so this should be a good matchup for us, honestly. It should be a good matchup because there's no way my opponent can keep its bench small, and then Espion EX or even a Necrozma's GX attack can definitely or should be able to wreak havoc on our opponent's side of the field. Because no Kirlias, and even with Kirlias, it's just another turn of spreading, so it's completely fine. We see a DC on the Mew, so my opponent's actually gonna use my own Flying Flip against me, or he could use Encounter as well. Hello, rank 26. Thanks so much for being here. So yeah, my opponent contemplating on whether to Flying Flip or Encounter, I would assume. Ram wouldn't make sense, and he can't copy Draining Kiss, and he can't use Replace either. So I wonder what he's waiting for. Okay, so he chooses not to attack. That seemed like the worst possible option. Energy Lodo does get me the double colorless energy, which makes me really happy. I will bench the Orichalcos, I will attach to the Mew, that way I can deal some extra damage to this Mew EX, especially if I get a Fighting Fury Belt, which I did not. But this is perfectly fine. This is a very patience-based deck. There's a triple Coco, we have a DC as well to do spreading, so gonna Flying Flip, we put 80 damage on the board, which is great. I guess the Flying Flip damage probably won't make a difference no matter what. We see the first Zorich come down, and basically this deck tries to like prevent your opponent from taking a prize card every single turn. That's what you need to do to prevent from losing, I guess. We see a Mallow, we might see. We're definitely gonna see a Riot just beating here onto my Mew. But we might see an Enhanced Hammer to take away that counter energy. And if my opponent plays this properly, he will not end up benching more Pokemon here, I would imagine. He trades away the Lele, he finds Rare Candy Guardy. But yeah, like I said, 3 spreads and goes for Gallade, which is fine. 3 spreads, and then we can devolve with Espion to just grab 3 prizes, potentially 4 now. So 4 spreads means we gotta knock out this Ralts too, which is perfectly fine. Now my opponent can copy 2 different attacks, and he does have Premonition. Thank you so much, the White Snake, for the bits. No matter how much, it's always appreciated. Thank you so much. And thank you for the good luck wishes. I hope to do all the table leavers proud for sure. Okay, so like, I'm gonna go ahead. I mean, I could search for another Mew, honestly. I could search for another Mew and spread with that, just to threaten the Mew a little bit more. I think I like that. My opponent did change his top deck right now, so I'm gonna lose these cards. I'm gonna grab the Mew. Time for Seeking to take the meta by storm, exactly. That's the goal for Latin America, to just wreak havoc with Seeking. Okay, so we get a decent-ish hand. The Fighting Fury Belt is important because then next turn we can just Flying Flip and knock out this Mew. I'm not gonna bench the Lele yet. I'm also not gonna play the Fury Belt either. I'm just gonna Flying Flip for 60 damage, which is very relevant. Now, basically, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prizes, right? And if everything works out properly, we should be able to win the game within 4 turns. So we spread once more, we spread 2 times more, and then we devolve everything. That is the current plan. Of course, my opponent does play Mallow. My opponent definitely plays, not Mallow, sorry, Max Potion in that list. So that might prevent us from immediately winning. But we'll have to see how this goes. We shall see how this goes. Okay, yeah, and the counter catchers can also be potentially useful. Maybe some sort of energy denial could be good for this deck. We're gonna see a trade. For the 2 cards my opponent just mallowed. Interesting that he chose not to. Not to trade first and then mallow. I feel like that's a big mistake. Okay, but my opponent simply chooses to go ahead and attack with Gallade, which is fine. That honestly makes no sense. The Mew was gonna go down anyways. I mean, I guess there's no difference, really. The difference would have been if Tapu Koko was attacking with a Fighting Fury Belt, which will happen next turn, which is not this one in particular. Okay. Okay, my opponent, is he using Premonition? No, he hasn't used Premonition. I don't know what he's waiting for. I don't know what he's waiting for. I have no idea what he's waiting for. Nope, maybe he got disconnected. That would be sad. Because then we won't get to show. Yeah, my opponent got disconnected. Ugh. My opponent got disconnected. So that's really sad. Top decking the Necrozma is honestly funny. We can just, like, we don't need to do that. I'll just attach to the Coco, I'll do this. But yeah, my opponent got disconnected, so we're gonna win this match regardless because he's about to get disconnected. Like, we're gonna get the default win. I feel like we had a very good chance at winning the match though. I feel like we definitely had a very good chance at winning the game. Dalton, you used the Sylvan list from Portland at a cup and you got 2nd place. Congratulations, that's so cool. Congratulations, that's very brave of you using Sylvan at a cup in a best of 1 setting. But pretty cool, congratulations, Dalton. Lyra Twitch, yes, the tournament in Brazil will be streamed on twitch.tv/Pokemon and twitch.tv/Pokemon TCG. The first one is for the video game and the second one is for the trading card game. Salty disconnect? Nah, I doubt it. I doubt it was like that. You hit 4 Zorich, Lucario, and 1 Zoropod and 1 Frogs. That's pretty cool. Was Frogs the final match? Was Frogs the final match? Okay, I'm just going through the motions, but we've already won this game. You're welcome, Lyra. My pleasure. If you follow Pokemon on Twitter and stuff, they tweeted that today. Round 4 and round 5 were IDs against Frogs. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So you faced Zorich, Dex the first 3 rounds, and then you ID'd twice, and then in top cut you played another 2 Zorich decks and then Frogs in the final? Is that how it went? Okay, we're just waiting for my opponent to time out here. It's actually gonna be a while for us to get the win here, but I can use the GX attack to just basically get 5 turns of spreading. Yep. Well, congratulations, Dalton. I'm glad you used the list. I was very tempted to use it this weekend as well. There was just so much Zorich at my cup, but I ended up going with Zorich myself, and I lost to Frogs in the rounds in the 3rd round, and but then I beat that opponent in top 8, which was pretty cool. I beat him because he misplayed quite heavily game 1. And then, oh, there's only 4 hours left to complete this ladder. I beat him game 1 because he forgot what Cortana GX did, which was pretty funny. Okay, so let's find a real game then. Let's find a real game for this deck. And I'm gonna take note of the match. It was Zorich, Carnivore, and I'll write it down as a win. I feel like we were very well poised to win that one. Our opponent just ended up disconnecting, but I feel like we were in an okay position to take that game. Definitely feel like we were in an okay position. Okay. Okay, so we start Necrozma, probably one of the worst possible starters for the deck, but at least we get a Floatstone and an Energy Lodo with the Nest Ball to go along with that, so it should be pretty good. Should be pretty good. Okay, so we're up against a Lucario deck. We are up against a Lucario deck, we get a mulligan. The Potown is actually very nice, and we're up against Buzzwole Lucario. We are up against a Buzzwole Lucario, so Mew, pretty important here. Ooh, and the end is so good. Okay, so we're gonna get a Mew. We are also going to grab a Coco, so that we can spread, and then we have one Mew and one Coco priced, along with the one Lele, and one, no, not the one Counter Catcher. One N is priced, one Sycamore is priced, and then one Counter Energy is priced. Okay, so we should be good. We should be good. Mau, muchas gracias. Los videos en español van a regresar con the Counter Energy, but we don't want Counter Energy here. Los videos en español van a regresar con la nueva expansión, así es que muy pronto, no te preocupes. Okay, I'm just gonna Fielder away this choice band for now. Now it's looking less likely that I'll be able to get the spread off this turn. Yep, that is correct. I could, however, attack copying Tapu Lele's attack to just deal some damage, or the energy could just go to Necrozma, but I feel like it's better to just start getting damage on the board. So I'm gonna Sidewave, which deals 40 damage, a respectable amount, I guess. We got damage on the board, that's the important thing. We see a Regirock. My opponent still needs this strong energy to get the knockout on the Mew. One Regirock is not enough, either that or he needs a second Regirock. Así es que Mau, a partir de que salga la nueva expansión, regresará el contenido en español, ¿ok? Okay, so we're gonna see an Ultra Ball, and we see an attachment. So, does my opponent play two Regirocks? I would assume he does, but he chooses to go for a Riolu, which is great news because that means Mew survives here and gets another hit in. He survives and gets another hit in. Hello Josh, thanks so much for being here. And there we see the Jet Punch. Now, I wonder where the 30 damage will go to. It goes to Coco, that's fair. We just end here and we'll see what we get. We get the TCE, we also get another Nest Ball, a Fighting Fury Belt. So I could potentially use my GX attack here to spread. That doesn't seem great though. Like, I'm gonna Nest Ball for another Mew. I think this seems better. And then I'm gonna Fighting Fury Belt this Mew. I'm gonna retreat into this one. And I'm gonna go ahead and spread. Because if he chooses to Knuckle Impact a Mew or to Absorption GX a Mew, I am completely fine with that, honestly. Having the Necrozma on the bench is really sad though. Really, really sad. We see energy on board. Onto the Riolu. The Finding Fear Belt should guarantee that the bench Mew survives. Ooh, we see a Floatstone. We might see a Lucario attacking into the Mew instead of using Buzzwold's GX attack, which I honestly wouldn't mind. And we see a Sycamore discarding another Remoraid and a couple of Guzmas, which is great news actually. I really want him to use Lucario here, but no, he chooses to Jet Punch. That's fair. That is fair. Sí, por nada, Mao. Okay, so I feel like I definitely want to use my Black Ray GX attack here just to get damage on the board. So I'm gonna use it with this Mew, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and Cynthia. And yeah, so my opponent will get double knockout on the Mews. That seems okay, because we're getting just 200 damage on the board. Might not be ideal though, honestly. I mean, I'm committed at this point, but it seems like a really big investment where it basically saves me one turn. Oh, the extra damage actually gets me the knockout on this guy, which is awesome. I hadn't realized that, which it's actually not great, honestly. It saves a Mew, sure, but it doesn't help in the sense that we are ahead and therefore our counter energies are not very useful at this point in time. Y Mao, yo creo que sí se va a seguir jugando Espion Garbodor. Yo creo que sí se va a seguir jugando, solo que es fácil counterearlo con decks que jueguen 3 o 4 Field Blower, ¿no? Ese es el problema. Okay, so my opponent Field Blowers away the Potown, that's fine. I'm genuinely surprised he didn't Field Blower the Fighting Fear Belt on the Mew. That actually makes no sense. That actually makes no sense. Why wouldn't you Field Blower the Fighting Fear Belt on the Mew to get the easy prize? Manchas, la última nos vamos, así es. And hello, Sir Bandage. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. That was an interesting decision by my opponent. So I'm gonna bench this other Mew. I'm gonna shuffle back a Mew. Lucario has just so much HP though. Okay, I'm gonna Potown. I'm gonna Field Blower this, and then I'm gonna Energy Lodo just because I can. This energy feels good. No, I think I'd rather keep it in the deck. I'm gonna grab a double colorless. And then I think I'm gonna attach it over here. And we're just gonna Sycamore just to thin a little bit more. You saw the tweet of the sleeved up decks. Yeah, I'm pretty much ready for Brazil. As ready as I'll ever be, I guess. Okay, so if I attack with this Mew, not only do I deal extra damage, but he might have to use his GX attack to even get a knockout. Otherwise, I just get more and more free damage in, which is nice. Having the DC on that Mew means I can just find a Fairy and Magical swap at any given point. And we have 250, 320, 370 damage on the board. So we're 20 short of just Magical swapping and knocking this out. We do get End, which is fine. Another turn of Spreading, and then we can just Magical swap to knock out both Regirock and Lucario. Although, if we spread again, we eliminate the damage from the Octillery, which is not ideal. Okay, so we top deck another Tapu Lele, which is potentially good. We're still not losing. We are still not losing. We need 390 and we have 320. If I eliminate this 90 though, How do I go about this? What's the fastest or the safest way to win? If I spread again with Mew, yeah, that seems the best way to go about this. I mean, I do have this. Then if I attach here, if he goes after the Mew, I have Lele. If he goes after the Lele, then I can Energy Loto for a counter energy or a Fairy and just attach to Lele. So both of these Pokemon can spread. So I should be able to win next turn. Even if he ends me down to 3, that should be fine. I shouldn't whiff, I feel. Well, I could whiff. Obviously, I could whiff. But it's just not likely. And then if he benches something basic other than a Buzzle with Brooklet Heal, that just makes it even... Like, I guess it doesn't matter. I have enough damage on board to win no matter what. I have enough damage on board to win no matter what. So we'll see what happens. My opponent considering all his options at this point. Yeah, I'm uneven. Oh yeah, I would be uneven prices. You're right. So I would definitely need to find a Fairy energy. Ugh, let me close the window because of that annoying sound. Okay, so that was a neighbor with the oldest car imaginable and therefore the oldest engine imaginable. Okay, so we are just missing the Fairy energy here in order to win. Or, like, even if we whiff, there's only one Fairy energy left. Even if I whiff the Fairy energy here, it'll be okay because I can just attach to a Lele and then no matter which Lele goes down, the other one just magical swaps here. So we do whiff, however we do get Energy Loto. We get the counter energy. Counter energy works as well. Now we just have to wait for my opponent to take a prize. And then if he chooses not to attack, we will eventually draw the Fairy energy. So we've created a checkmate scenario, I feel. And this was Lucario Buzzwole, correct? Yeah, Lucario Buzzwole. And I'm gonna record it as a win preemptively. We see a Cynthia. Does my opponent even play any healing? That's the question. The play I'm questioning is when I use Necrozma's GX attack. Like the 100 damage on the Regirock was nice, but the timing of the attack could have been a lot better, I feel. Could have been a lot better. I mean, I did knock out the Buzzle, but I don't even know if that was worth it. My opponent just decides to attach. I guess he doesn't realize what Lele does. We have enough damage, right? 160, 130, that's 290, that's 400 damage. So we can knock out Regirock and Lucario, correct? I'm not miscounting, right? So let's do one over here, and then is my opponent gonna make me click all those many times? Yeah, we were just 10 short of knocking out both Lucarios, I think. No, probably not. No, 20 short. Yeah, we were 20 short of knocking out both Lucarios, but then the Regirock, which didn't even help my opponent, ended up proving useful for us. Your opponent could have tried to go for Espeon Devolve. Yeah, that's true. I could have waited for Espeon as well to just evolve the two Lucarios, and even though that wouldn't have been the win, he would only would have had a Regirock with 20 HP left, so that would have been fine as well to get the win here. So yeah, I don't know, I like this deck. it's interesting. I feel like I'm gonna use it for a leak up. Like if I have time, if I do well in this last quarter, which is gonna be stupidly crazy, it's really gonna be crazy in terms of events. If I do well, like at the first few in Brazil and at the special events and regionals and whatnot, I'm gonna use this deck for a cup. I promise you guys, I'm gonna use this deck for a cup. It's just too fun. It's just really, really fun to use. And I feel like opponents are bound to misplay against it more than other decks, probably. Okay. So we find another game. We will go first, which is awesome. We will go first, which is awesome. And we do get a mulligan, which is not ideal, but that's fine. Okay, so we also don't get a good start, honestly. Any other, like any Mew or Coco would have been great here because we already have the TCE, but now, okay, we're up against a Lucario deck yet again. If I had Bridget, this would be good, but I'm gonna save the Lele for now. And okay, so getting turn 1 energy going first, not that big of a deal, honestly. I'll play the Potown to bait, well, not necessarily bait, but to try and get my opponent to play a Brooklet heal. There we go, so that way this Potown can get played. Like if I waited and he plays it, the end result is the same, but if he doesn't play it, I could have been in a little bit of trouble. Opponent detects. I have an opportunity to actually get a lot of damage here. I wish Psywave did some basic damage. Losing this fairy could be problematic. But if my opponent limits his bench properly, he should be fine here. He should be a-okay. So, is it worth spreading 60 to the Riolu? Or do I save my... Well, I mean, what do I even want to save the Fighting Fury belts for, honestly? Do I save the Fighting Fury belt? I guess I will. I'll just flank flip here. Against heavy Lucario played like this, Espeon EX might be the answer. We haven't searched our deck, so we don't know if it's available to us or not. Okay, extra damage on Octillery, always great. So the Potown really putting in the work so far. If my opponent evolves the active, that's extra damage, which we can use to devolve. Oh, my opponent just jabs. That's actually amazing for us. That is actually amazing for us. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and play the Energy Lodo. It's looking like I'm gonna go ahead in price count at this point. I'll still grab the DCE. Mew surviving there is actually so big. So big. I'll do this, and then we don't know what my opponent has. I'll just end anyways. I want to get closer to finding potentially an Espeon EX quicker. So the Nest Ball or the Nest Ball or the, what's the name? Nest Ball or Ultra Ball. And there's the Espeon. Okay, so we got the Espeon quicker, I guess. We definitely got the Espeon quicker. Okay. Okay, so my opponent has evolved into Lucario, so we are one turn away from just clearing the board. My opponent chooses not to bench the Redra, which was my opponent's demise, and he just immediately concedes. So we take those. This was, once again, I would assume there was Buzzles in there, so I'm gonna classify this as Lucario Buzzle. And yeah, let's just search for another match. And sorry, I didn't have the Twitch chat open. Okay. So, Joe Bro, what do you prefer, straight Guardy or Zoro Guardy? I think I prefer straight Guardy right now. Zoro Guardy is just like, it's underwhelming compared to other Zorich decks. So straight Guardy feels a little bit better. Play seeking at a challenge. There aren't any challenges being done in Mexico because nobody goes to them. Everyone knows they're worthless, so nobody goes to them. But if there is a challenge, I don't think I even own Seeking. But I could consider it. What would you be playing if Brazil started in an hour? Probably Zorich Lucario. That's what I would probably be playing. Okay, so this hand is really awkward, and we're going second. So this is potentially the game that we lose to the decks. I mean, we do have 12. We have 11 draw supporters, plus 1 Lele, that's 12, plus 2 Ultra Balls, that's 14 outs. And we're up against a Lapras, so we actually have a couple of turns to top deck out of this situation. Dalton, your local cups stopped because no one went to the challenges. I don't know, maybe it works different for Mexico. The requirements, I'm sure, are different. Or I would imagine they're different. I don't know, but we have like 4 or 5, sometimes 6 cups every quarter. But there's rarely ever any league challenges. I guess it has to do with the local distributor. I don't know. I generally have no idea. Okay, so I'm playing the Nest Ball to make sure I can thin. But we are in a little bit of trouble. I honestly wouldn't mind if my opponent knocks out the Mew, because that would activate the counter energy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pass. Maybe I should have attached, but we'll see. We need an N from my opponent. Okay, the Floatstone into Glacian removes Ultra Ball and Tapu Lele as outs for our current situation. I mean, I guess we have Counter Catcher. If my opponent found a DC, we do have Counter Catcher. If we were to top deck something like that. Yeah, 3 spreads on Espion, game over. Pretty much. We'll see though, because my hand is just not great. Only reason I'd go to a league challenge is to test. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, so no energy for my opponent. I should have attached. I should have attached. Oh, I could have played Encounter as well. I could have done Encounter. That's so silly. I'm gonna Encounter. Duh, that was so... Oh, the Lele's prize. Ugh. The Lele's prize. So do I mean, I'll grab the Espion just to have it in my hand. That was so silly. I could have encountered the previous turn to be disappointed that Lele was not in there. I could have definitely done that. Okay, this is gonna be a weird game, honestly. My best bet is probably going to be to Counter Catcher, field lower the Lapras. Hopefully that gives me a couple of turns to spread with Coco. With the other Coco for sure, I think. Okay, this is gonna be weird though. And there's the Cynthia. Okay, that's good news. So I'm still gonna go ahead and do this, because my opponent's hand doesn't seem to be very strong either, which is good news for us. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I won't bench the Espion. Okay, or the game will bench it for me. Do you have other tournaments? You get 1 challenge and 1 cup. No, like there hasn't been a single tournament in Mexico other than cups and challenges. There have been challenges, but we've never had any tournament other than pre-releases, I guess. The first big events are gonna be this weekend, and not even local, like not even like a weekly tournament. I don't think they even do that at the stores. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the local distributor being in charge. I have no idea, honestly. I'm just happy I get cups so that I can keep up with my opponents from Latin America. Okay, there's a Zorich. The first Zorich, no Potown. Potown would have made things go by a little bit quicker. But as their Pandage said, 3 spreads and the game will probably be over. Because my opponent shouldn't even have a way to easily knock out Espion EX. Maybe a Mew EX, I guess. Maybe if he plays a Mew EX. Okay, I'm gonna record this. Zorich, Glacian. If this deck can go undefeated for the whole stream, that would be amazing. Okay, so my opponent has to manually retreat. The Tapu Koko will get another turn of spread, which is awesome. Really, really awesome. And yeah, like the one issue I feel the deck potentially has is the fact that like even if I devolve everything, I'm not dealing that much damage to a lot of breath. That's potentially one of the issues that the deck currently has. I guess I'll stretch her back the Mew. That seems okay. My opponent did put the 30 damage onto the Espion though, which is a bit scary because he might be planning on using Guzma onto it. And no counter catcher, so I'm gonna retreat. And then I'm gonna flying flip again. So one more turn of spreading and then we can evolve. Or if my opponent like fully commits to evolving the other Zorichs, there is an argument to use Dust Main. I mean not Dust Main, sorry, just Necrozma GX. Okay, so my opponent really thinking things through, probably regretting benching so much stuff. Okay, there's a Choice Band, there's a Cynthia. That's fine. I mean, the Cynthia means he won't be using Guzma on Espion this turn, which is good news. How many stretcher do I play? I play 2 stretchers. You're both lucky and unlucky in Chicago. You have 8 to 9 cups each season, and then at any cup, 3 of the top 16 and 8 can't be there. Yeah, I would say that's more on the unlucky part, maybe, because like there's only 16 players, I guess. Like there's maybe 20 players competing for the top 16 spots. So 20 players out of the whole country, for 3 to be in the same place, that's pretty big. Pretty high, rather. Okay, so my opponent powering up Lapras, recognizing that the spreading is actually a big deal. And so, we will see a Frost Bullet, 30 onto the Koko, now that Koko can go down. Unfortunately, but we will get another turn of spreading, which is nice. I definitely don't want to end. I guess I'll Field Blower this Choice Band. And then I'm gonna Floatstone here. Iago, thank you so much for subscribing. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. I don't know if the notification popped up on the stream. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. But thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for subscribing. Okay, I feel like I'm just gonna Sycamore here. Okay, there it is. There it is. Thank you so much. I just saw the notification first on the chat. Okay. So, I mean, next turn we can surprise with the Mew, which I really like, by copying Necrozma. Devolving this turn is also an option. I feel like spreading it's better. I'm just gonna go ahead and spread here. Yeah, we get a prize, which is fine. You get a prize. muchas gracias, Yago. Muchas gracias. Se agradece mucho el apoyo. Okay, my opponent trades away the Zorich. Turkan, thank you so much for subscribing 4 months in a row. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Wow, look at the cup. You just put everything out of the cup. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Very appreciated. Every little bit helps, no matter where it comes from. Every little bit helps. Okay, so my opponent thinking really hard as to what he wants to do. He can get double knockout on the active and this Coco, which is not ideal. If he Lele uses Guzma to knock Mew out and places the 30 here and has a field blower, he could get a triple prize turn. That would be really bad. That would actually be really bad. Okay, my opponent deciding. Maybe he can't pull it off this turn. But if he suspects Dustmane, or not Dustmane, why do I keep calling Necrozma GX Dustmane? Oh, is he gonna go after the Espion? Yeah, he goes after the Espion, okay. Decides to go after the Espion, which makes sense. And he had the Floatstone off of a 3-card hand. Pretty nice. Look at all the shiny colors though by my opponent. Okay, so he gets 2 prize cards here, which is fine. We have the Stretcher to immediately deal with this. Right? We have the Stretcher to immediately get rid of these 3. But what if I spread once more? If I spread once more, and then I use or if I use Necrozma GX this turn, one more spread and that would be game. I would just take all the prizes. So I think I'm gonna go for that. Instead. So I'm gonna attach here for sure. I don't need the extra 10 damage, do I? No, I don't think so. And I mean, I can't use abilities here anyways. Gonna bench this guy. And then this might be greedy though. Honestly, this might actually be a little greedy. But I'm just gonna Black Ray. That's 500 damage onto the field. And so another spread with any of these Fighting Fury belts means we get a knockout. Oh no, we don't. Okay. I needed the extra turn. I needed to do extra turn. Oh wait, 160. What am I talking about? I just misplayed pretty badly. Hola Korai, muchas gracias por estar por aquí. I thought for some reason the Zorich had 80 damage. Okay, this was super greedy on my part. I should have just evolved with Espion. I really should have just evolved with Espion. If I devolved and then I attacked the Lapras with Lele, I would have been fine. That wasn't necessarily greedy, honestly. And I might just lose because of the damage spreading. Like, he gets double knockout. Oh god. Okay, so we're gonna rely on counter energy. With counter energy, I should be able to pull this off by spreading with Lele. That was too greedy though. I completely miscounted. The damage. For some reason I thought the Zoruas or the Zorix had 180. Okay, removes the DC, so he's gonna take the double knockout here, which makes sense. Definitely makes sense. If I don't hit counter energy off of this energy Lodo, I will lose. If I don't hit that, I mean, I can still devolve, right? I can still devolve. That's still an option. Ooh, we see a field blower removing these 2. Yep. So the Coco goes down immediately. That's fine. I should have really devolved. That was way too... Oh no, that's game. That is game. I should have devolved. That was so greedy. That was so greedy. Okay, I completely misplayed there. I should have just devolved, taken 3 prizes, and then just dealt with the Lapras. That's what I should have done. 100% that's what I should have done. That was completely on me. That was me getting greedy and misreading the damage on the bench. That was me getting way too greedy. So I apologize for that, guys. That was pretty bad. Pretty bad. Oh boy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would have been the right way to go about it to advantage. I generally thought the Zorich had 80 damage, but even then, like, I lost because of that. I lost because of that mistake. That was very silly on my part. Very silly on my part. Hello, Tablemon. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. How are you doing today? Okay, so we're going second and we get the Coco start, so that's pretty perfect. That is pretty perfect. Okay. Hope to see a top 4. Well, that would be amazing. That's definitely the goal of every tournament I go to, is to win it, Tablemon. So you can trust the fact that I will be trying my absolute best to get that result, to get first place. I'd be okay with a top 4, definitely. I would be okay with a top 4 at this point, but every tournament is always me trying to win it. Okay, if we don't find a basic, which I would find hard to believe, yep, we would have lost right there and then. However, we did find one, so we're good. I'm gonna get rid of the Lele. Seems counterintuitive, I guess, to an extent, but it's fine. I'll just grab Mew. It seems okay. And then we have counter catcher as well for next turn potentially. So we're just gonna flying flip, and there's even a chance Coco survives. So we should be okay here. Unless my opponent already has Rare Candy, Guardy, or Rare Candy Galate DCE, or Rare Candy Guardy Fairy or Fairy DCE. We're gonna see a Nevo Soda, which does bypass Potown, which we don't have in play yet, but it does bypass Potown. Just putting it out there. And we're gonna see a Mallow. So we are going to see a Rare Candy Galate on turn 2 for my opponent. Yikes. Thank you so much for the bits, Tablemon. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Very kind of you to send those bits. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. So we're definitely gonna see Rare Candy Galate here. My opponent already had the DC. Oh, never mind. There's another Zorich. Are we not gonna see Rare Candy Galate? Yeah, there's a Rare Candy. Maybe my opponent... Okay, there's Guardy. Does he really have Fairy DC? That would be insane. That would actually be insane. Okay, no. DC there. Does he have Floatstone and 2 basics? Wow, he does have Floatstone. He already mallowed though. There's no way he has 2 basic Pokemon right there. There's just no way. No way. Right? Yeah, okay, so just 80 damage. I'm not gonna bench the Espion. I don't want it. I don't want it getting targeted. And then 10 extra damage. I mean, it is an extra damage counter. so I don't see any reason why not to do it. Not getting an energy hurts a little bit here, but as long as we can get one the next turn, we should be okay. We get to flying flip, which is great. I'm really happy my opponent didn't get the knockout there. I feel like that was too greedy going for the Cardi. He could have easily taken down the Tapu Koko at that point with the hand he had. So, I mean, up to him, right? But okay. Okay, so we're gonna see a max potion pretty much immediately, which I am okay with. He removes some damage off the board, but that's fine. Like, there's only so many max potions you can use, right? It's only 3, technically. We see an energy on the Cardi, we're gonna see a knockout on the Koko. But yeah, that extra spread that we got off of that Koko was huge. One field blower already gone too, which is good news. It's not looking like we're gonna have enough time to power up for a Necrozma GX attack. Counter Catcher feels potentially strong. Onto the Zorich, and then end here feels very weak. Okay, but we do get counter energy and we do get fairy energy. Iggy, what other decks am I playing today? I'm open to suggestions. If you guys have anything you want to see in particular, I'm just playing this as a final refresher before Sao Paulo. But if you have any requests in particular, I'm open to suggestions, especially if it's something that I haven't played recently. Just figured this deck would be entertaining enough to use, but if you guys disagree, then oh, my webcam is frozen. That's right. That is correct. So, webcam, deactivate, activate. Hopefully resetting it here works. It's not activating. I have no idea why it's not activating. Done. Activate. Why are you not activating webcam? Okay. Why are you not activating webcam? Why are you being so silly? And it's not working. It decided to stop working. Okay. I'm gonna disconnect it and then connect it again. Okay. We just lost the Koko. And now our hand really sucks. But we did discard the Lele earlier, so we can stretch her for the Lele, which is great news. I will put a Pokemon back. It could be a good turn to devolve here. Honestly, could be a good turn to devolve. So I figure I'll end instead of Sycamore. Okay, I have no idea why the camera is just not working. You guys might have to bear the rest of the stream without seeing my pretty face. Okay, now it's working there. There we go. I'm back, right? I am back. I'm kind of blue, but I'm back. Okay, so the question is, do I attach hoping or expecting the... No, I don't think so. I'll bench the Necrozma because there's a chance even Mew gets to survive. Or if I can Espion, well, no, Espion wouldn't work. Okay, so I can Espion here. I can Espion and And yes, of course, Nanashi, of course. Protísimo, un deck que sea más meta, más bien. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and devolve here. I won't be greedy like I was the previous game. So I'm gonna devolve. Where is it? Miraculous Shine. That gets us 3 prize cards, and it keeps 1 Zorich in play, which is not ideal because my opponent did heal that Zorua, but it's just something we have to deal with. Okay. And yes, Nanashi, I'll show the list after the match. But yeah, guys, if you want to suggest any deck in particular that you'd like to see, feel free to do so. I've played everything on live stream, so oh my gosh. My opponent just immediately has the other bird candy. What is this? And he's gonna have the fairy, right? You're welcome. Yep, he has the fairy. Now we're not losing though, so oh no, Mew still gets knocked out. Never mind. I thought Mew wasn't getting knocked out here. He did evolve through Potown, which is good news. I should have done it with Espion. Thank you so much, Nanashi. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that you watch. It's because of people like everyone who's watching right now that I can do what I do, and that I'm motivated to do more videos and stuff. So props to you as well. Okay, energy on Mew. Why would you place an energy on the Mew? Interesting. Okay, we only have 100 damage on board. We only have 100 damage on board. Volcanian Zalazzle. Oh, there is married to Ho Zalazzle for sure. There's married to Ho Zalazzle. Okay, we need energy to keep spreading. The Gardevoir is so annoying though. Gardevoir is so annoying. I'd like to see the deck you'll be playing in Brazil. I don't know what deck I'm gonna be playing in Brazil. I wish I knew. But I don't know what deck I'm gonna be playing in Brazil at this point. Okay, so Energy Lodo actually doesn't get us an energy we can use, which was only DCE, I guess. We still have 3 of them left though. Now we only have N. So it's looking like we're gonna lose this match, guys. I have a feeling I'm gonna end up losing this match. I'm gonna attach the Dustmane. Oh, that's true. I could have just evolved again, couldn't I? I could have just evolved. It didn't occur to me. It didn't occur to me, honestly. It did not occur to me that I could just evolve again. That was the play. That was definitely the play. Devolving was definitely the play here. Devolving was definitely a play. That was my bad. That was silly. If I devolve, like, I don't have to worry about Gardevoir anymore. Well, at least not in the short term. At least not in the short term. Okay, so we're gonna see a Secret Spring. Does my opponent get Secret Spring and DC? Oh my gosh, why does this keep happening? Choice Band and N. Okay, can we not dead draw off of this N, please? Pretty please. Mega Mewtwo. How is that meta? How is Mega Mewtwo meta? As a Lazzle deck doesn't sound like a bad idea. I might not have time though, because I have a coaching session coming up soon. So it might just be this deck today and a shorter stream. I didn't realize the time. I started at... no, yeah. I started later than I wanted to. I had coaching in the morning as well. Okay, did my opponent just Twilight? Yeah, my opponent just used Twilight. Okay, that's interesting. That is definitely interesting. An interesting move. Okay. What's the best way to finish this match? I feel like I spread with Coco. No. That if I had devolved this turn, that would have been great. Mega Mewtwo comeback with Malamar coming out? No. Because Mega Mewtwo just... It's a Mega Evolution, and it deals so little damage compared to even this Necrozma and the Ultra Necrozma. Rhea, thank you so much for the cheers. Thank you so much. 222. Thank you so much. Check his end count. 3 have been used. 3 ends have been used. Let's go with Coco spread. Let's go with the Coco spread. I think the play is Coco spread, Coco goes down, then we devolve, we get 2 more prizes, and then we GX, knock out the Mew EX? Maybe? Maybe? That might be the plan. We didn't get energy though. We keep whiffing energy. The Mew might be my opponent's downfall, or the Mew might be the game-winning card because he can knock out Espion. One of the two. One of the two. But what attack can he actually copy? He could copy Psywave. With a DCE and a Fairy that's 60, 120. So DC Fairy DC Choice Band knocks out Espion for the game. And there's a DCE. And I won't be able to, and that Mallow. The Mallow will probably give him the Choice Band. I hope he plays it down right now. I'm gonna have to, okay, the Counter Catcher is gonna be the key card here. If he evolves the Ralts, I wouldn't be able to win because Ralts would be devolved back down to a 50 HP attacker. Okay. Okay, I mean, if I devolve with Mew, that's also an option. I think that's the play. We devolve with Mew and Counter Catcher this Ralts. Right? I think that's the play. So hopefully my opponent doesn't just have Guzma Choice Band to copy Psywave. That would be very sad. That would be very sad. Do I rearrange damage? Oh yeah, 140. Oh yeah, I win by spreading with Lele. Oh, I almost whiffed. I almost missed the win here. I almost missed the win. Okay, so we're gonna place 40 on here. Thank you, Max Rock. Yep, thank you, Max Rock. That was actually perfect. Oh no, I misclicked. Yeah, we have the perfect amount of damage to knock out both Ralts and Mew for the win. Thank you, Max Rock. I almost missed that. This is not an easy deck to play, for sure. You have so many win conditions. Hello, UCF fan. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, and now... Yeah, perfect maths, which I almost missed as well. I almost missed it. I almost missed it. Benching that Ralts was my opponent's demise, I guess. Otherwise, we would have had to devolve. We would have had to devolve. Okay. And there's a victory. Okay, so my opponent doesn't make me click 6 or 7 more times. Okay, so guys, I think I'm gonna have to cut this short because I have a session coming up and I haven't had lunch and whatnot, so I think that'll be all. Pre-Brazil, shorter stream, I know, but I'll be back. It's about to be a few crazy months with all the tournaments, so we'll see how that goes, but I'm gonna try and stream as much as possible the days I can, right? The the stream schedule will probably be limited to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's your punishment for playing that deck. Thank you so much, Sir Pandish, for the good luck wish. But yeah, guys, from now on, it's unlikely that I'll be able to stream on Fridays and Mondays because of all the traveling. We shall see how it goes. I hope I get to be Tord in the finals, Dalton. That would be amazing. I did beat Tord at Worlds, so yeah, that's the plan, guys. That's the plan, to go crush Brazil. That's the plan. I'm very excited and very positive and very confident, and I'm looking forward to competing once again. That's perfect spelling, Tama Drummer. Thank you so much for the good luck wish. And oh yeah, the deck list. Let me show the deck list. Home advantage, kinda. I guess it is my region, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I want to play focused. I want to play to the best of my ability. I've logged over 1,500 games since the start of 2018 up until today, and I'll be playing a lot this week. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So thank you guys so much for all the good wishes. There's the deck list. And the internet. I'm also really looking forward to that huge tournament. I'll see you there, Dalton. And yeah, thank you guys so much for your support. I'll keep you guys updated on all my social media, and I will see you guys hopefully in the stream in Brazil. And after that, I will probably see you guys on Tuesday, May 1st. That will probably be the day I'm back to streaming. Okay, so thank you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.